Welcome everyone to the Transform Awards Asia 2021. I'm Andrew Thomas, the publisher of Transform magazine and the founder of the Transform Awards. 大家好，欢迎来到 Transform Awards. 我是 Transform magazine 的发行者和 Transform Awards 的创始人 Andrew Thomas. And with me, helping make this as smooth a process as possible, I've got Elettra Scrivo, senior staff writer on Transform magazine. We'll hear from her as she reads out the winners later. We're also joined by Transform magazine's very own Melanie Han, who will help those who want to follow the proceedings in Mandarin.
大家好，欢迎收看 Transform Awards Asia 2021年线上颁奖典礼。您刚刚听到的是我们 Transform 杂志发行人 Andrew Thomas 的讲话。我是 Melanie， 今天我将帮助 Andrew 以及我们杂志的资深编辑 Electra 主持进行今晚的颁奖仪式。在我们揭晓获奖名单之前，让我们先来听听我们的发行人对今年参赛作品的看法。
Now, in 2019, we moved the Transform Awards Asia to Shanghai. It was a fabulous celebration of the transformative power of brand strategy and design. We made many new friends and we saw a massive increase in the number of entries. I had so looked forward to returning the following year. Sadly, it wasn't to be. We haven't been able to return, and this is the second year where we celebrate your phenomenal work, with many of us still in different countries. But although we are divided geographically, I'm sure that I speak for all of us in saying that great work really does have the ability to bring us together. I only hope that next year we can be together physically as well as spiritually. So before we start announcing tonight's winners, I just want to say to all those watching, to all those who entered and to all those who win tonight, thank you. Last year, I was astounded at the number of entries submitted, but this year we saw even more work. It was a record year for the Transform Awards Asia, so again, thank you. Right, let's get down to business. Before we reveal the winners, let me tell you a few things about the way it's going to work. First off, we don't believe in long, cynical shortlists. If your name is read out, you've already won a gold, a silver, a bronze, or a highly commended. Basically, if you're watching this because you've already seen your name on the shortlist, you know you're a winner. However, as is the way in life, some of you are more of a winner than others. Well, how do we decide that? We're lucky to have a fantastic judging panel. We had 19 industry experts join us this year, and they had a tough job on their hands. They ploughed their way through the submissions and awarded points ranked against the various entry criteria of each separate category, such as creativity and innovation, research, planning, objectives, strategy and implementation. And it's those scores that determine the winners. But it is a scoring system, which means sometimes we might celebrate a category with a gold and a bronze, but no silver, or a bronze and a silver, but no gold. We are mainly comparing within each category, but ultimately we are also comparing work across the board, and we therefore need to have a consistency with standards. It's a complicated process, but one thing I do know is that it is a process that the judges have taken very seriously.
今年我们的评委阵容中有来自品牌策划、传媒、市场营销等行业领域的佼佼者，以及去年亚洲区最佳视觉识别奖和至尊大奖 Grand Prix 的获奖者。我们的评委以严苛的标准审视每一件作品，从创新、创造力、规划研究、目标、策略以及方案实施完成等方面，对参赛作品给出了客观、公正、专业的评价。接下来，让我们将镜头转向 Andrew， 让他来带我们看看今年强大的评委阵容。
Let's find out who our wonderful judges are. They are Sally Anderson from Meta Design China, Michael Bonendi from Cesium Song, Pierre Carnet from Massive Music, Tom Child from Hyundai Motor Company, Julie Chu from DBS, Vicky Chu from JLL, Samia D from Airbnb, Victor Fontaine from Agoda, Takayuki Hattori from Facebook, Xu Huang from WeChat, Steve Keller from Pandora, Scott Lambert from Superunion, Ray Lan from Superunion, Sarnit Malkani from Google, Yongha Park from Starbucks Korea, Randhara Haja from Shopee, Michael Tam from IBM iX, Andy Victor from Lasada Group, and Edith Wong from Invest Hong Kong. So, whether you're watching this in the office or at home, raise your mug of coffee or even your glass of champagne and let's give a toast to those judges. And let's also hear it for our sponsors, the VDAS. Okay, now shout about your success on your various social channels. The hashtag you need is #TransformAwards. Right, let's get things started and reveal the winners of the awards. I think Elettra and Melanie, they're ready. So we're going to begin with our content categories. And up first, we have the best use of visual property.
今天颁发的第一个奖项是最佳视觉资产奖。
Shortlisted in this category, we have Cassart and Siegel & Gale, Chickface and Hounds Branding Design and Strategy, Empower and Hounds Branding Design and Strategy, Jing'e and Meta Design China, Maxis with Shift, and MyRepublic with Superunion. Now, before I hand over to Elettra and Melanie to announce the winners, let's hear from some of those on the shortlist. Our judges awarded Hounds Branding Design and Strategy are highly commended with its clients Chickface and Empower. Congratulations. Now, let's find out who has won.
It's a double bronze for Cassart with Siegel & Gale and Maxis with Shift.
获得铜奖的有 Cassart 与 Siegel & Gale 以及 Maxis 和 Shift。
And silver goes to Jing'e and Meta Design China.
获得银奖的是静安和 Meta Design China Limited。
But the first gold is for MyRepublic and Superunion.
恭喜 MyRepublic 和 Superunion 将第一个金奖抱回家。
To launch its small brand into a different stratosphere, MyRepublic worked with Superunion on a rocket-fueled visual identity that judges called a clear winner. One judge said it's clean, minimal, and simple, mixing real-life items with illustrations to add depth and relatability.
Okay, our next category is Best Brand Architecture Solution.
接下来要颁发的是最佳品牌架构解决方案奖。
Now, with this, it's a head-to-head between Maxis with Shift and Longroo Technology with Hounds Branding Design and Strategy. Let's hear from the shortlist first. Okay, let's hear the result.
And it's silver for Longroo Technology and Hounds Branding Design and Strategy.
获得银奖的是 Longroo Technology 和 House Branding Design and Strategy。
Meaning the gold is won by Maxis and Shift.
恭喜 Maxis 和 Shift 获得金奖。
To consolidate a sprawling and busy brand architecture for Malaysian telecoms provider Maxis, Shift shifted the focus from the audience to the solution itself. This helped build a clearer structure for their large business. One judge said, the flexible motif is dynamic and fluid, drawing distinctions between arms of the business.
Right, now let's move on to the best use of copy style or tone of voice.
接下来让我们看看最佳广告文案及品牌语调奖。
Shortlisted in this category, we have Good Vibes with 1HQ Brand Agency Singapore and MyRepublic with Superunion. Let's find out from Elettra who wins what.
It's silver for MyRepublic and Superunion.
银奖的获得者是 MyRepublic 和 Superunion。
And the gold is taken home by Good Vibes and 1HQ Brand Agency Singapore.
将金奖抱回家的是 Good Vibes 和 1HQ Brand Agency Singapore。
Turning away from cliched hard sells and cheesy pickup lines, Good Vibes worked with 1HQ on a tone of voice that is personal and friendly, yet mature and product-driven. The messaging was then rendered in employees' own handwriting, lending a sense of personality to the brand.
All right, let's move on to the next category. We've got Best Brand Experience.
接下来要颁发的是最佳品牌体验奖。
Vying for gold, we've got Budweiser and the Orange Blowfish, Lijiang Hefu Hotel, Indigo Lijiang and Voquist Branding and Design, Longfor Group Holdings, Husu Company, Indigo Suju and Voquist Branding and Design, PepsiCo Design and Innovation, Lay's, TYM with Emblem, and Vietnam Maritime Commercial Joint Stock Bank, MSB, with Landor and Fitch. Now, before I pass to Elettra, it's highly commended for Budweiser with the Orange Blowfish And for Longfor Group Holdings Husu Company, Indigo Suju, with Voquist branding and design. Well done to those. But okay, Elettra.
It's bronze for PepsiCo Design and Innovation, Lay's and 4TYM with Emblem.
铜奖的获得者是 PepsiCo Design and Innovation 乐视以及 TYN 和 Emblem。
Silver goes to Vietnam Maritime Commercial Joint Stock Bank and Lander and Fitch.
恭喜越南 MSB 银行和 Lander Fitch 获得银奖。
And the gold winner tonight is Lijiang Hefu Hotel and Voquist Branding and Design.
金奖属于丽江和服酒店和 Voquist Branding and Design， 恭喜！
Inspired by the city of Lijiang itself, IHG's Lijiang Outpost delivered a rich, textured theme that connected the region's past to its present. Voquist implemented a brand experience that judges loved too. One called it well executed with a great harmony between the traditional and modern. It's visually stunning.
And now it's time for best use of packaging.
接下来到了揭晓最佳包装设计奖的时间。
Okay, our shortlist reads AP Works and AdBrain, Domo Cake and Litet Brand Design, Jinga and Meta Design China Limited, Kraft Heinz China and Design Bridge, PepsiCo Design and Innovation People's Daily News Media, PepsiCo Design and Innovation Sunbites, and Wild Honey with Shift. Now, in this category, highly commended has been awarded to both Domo Cake with Litet Brand Design and Kraft Heinz China with Design Bridge. Okay, Elettra, tell us the winners.
It's bronze for both PepsiCo Design and Innovation, Sunbites and for Wild Honey and Shift.
获得铜奖的有 PepsiCo Design and Innovation Sunbites 以及 Wild Honey 和 Shift， 恭喜你们！
Silver is for PepsiCo Design and Innovation, People's Daily News Media.
银奖的获得者是 PepsiCo Design and Innovation People's Daily News Media。
But it's double gold for AP Works with AdBrain Inc. and Jing A with Meta Design China.
恭喜 AP Works 和 AdBrand 以及静安和 Meta Design China Limited 获得金奖。
In a competitive category, AP Works stood out for its simplicity and sheer joy. AdBrain centered the packaging for a magnetic paperclip holder around the paperclips themselves. Disruptive and fun, said one judge. To capture Beijing's roots with its modern urban culture, Meta Design delivered a packaging system that put melded art and culture for brewing Jing'e. Judges called it authentic and relevant.
Listen carefully, because it's time for the best use of audio branding.
让我们竖起耳朵，因为接下来我们要颁发的是最佳品牌听觉奖。
Syngenta Group and Waidu Birds demonstrated innovative use of sound in the development of its brand. They knocked out the competition early on and made it to the shortlist, but what will they win? Elettra, please share the news.
Syngenta Group and Waidu Birds win gold.
恭喜 Syngenta Group 和 Waidu Bird 获得金奖。
Waidu Birds implemented an audio brand for agricultural tech company Syngenta that uses growth as a key motif. Judges said the strategy successfully transformed sensory cues associated with the season into a musical language that communicated the essence of Syngenta beautifully.
Next up, we reward the best use of typography.
下面接着颁发最佳标识字体设计奖。
Hoping to win gold, we have Good Vibes and 1HQ Brand Agency Singapore, Maxis and Shift, Standard Chartered and Lippincott, The Sailor's Home and Mission to Seafarers and Sedgwick Richardson, World Table Tennis with Super Union, and Xinchandi with JWDK. Let's hear from them now. Now, the judges have awarded highly commended for both Max's with Shift and Sailor's Home and Mission to Seafarers with Sedgwick Richardson. But let's find out who got bronze, silver and gold from Elettra.
Bronze is awarded to World Table Tennis and Super Union.
铜奖要颁给 World Table Tennis 和 Super Union。
Silver is won by Good Vibes and 1HQ Brand Agency Singapore.
获得银奖的是 Good Vibes 和 1HQ Brand Agency Singapore。
And it's gold for both Standard Chartered with Lippincott and Sintandi with JWDK.
恭喜 Standard Chartered 和 Lippincott 以及新天地和 JWDK 将金奖抱回家。
Lippincott delivered Standard Chartered a bespoke typeface that is flexible enough to allow for use across languages in all the company's key markets. One judge said, simply incredibly brilliant. Sintandi worked with JWDK to spark a creative movement through its type-driven brand. The visual identity built a connection between the Chinese characters themselves and the site's iconic doorway.
And now it's time for the Best Place or Nation brand.
接下来是最佳区域国家品牌奖。
Okay, it's another head-to-head between Keppel Land with Sedgwick Richardson and Love Andaman with Simplicis. Elettra, who wins what?
Silver is for Love Andaman and Simplicis,
恭喜 Love Underman 和 Simplicis 获得银奖。
meaning it's gold for Keppel Land and Sedgwick Richardson.
抱走金奖的获得者就是 Keppel Land 和 Sedgwick Richardson， 恭喜！
Keppel Land worked with Sedgwick Richardson to unite sustainability, healthy lifestyles, and urban living in one place. The brand impressed the judges with its ability to push the boundaries of traditional urban development, visual identities in a sophisticated and modern way.
Brilliant. Now, it's time for our process-driven categories. The first award in this section is Best External Stakeholder Relations during a Brand Development Project.
在这个类别项目中，我们首先要颁发的是在品牌发展项目中的最佳外部利益相关者合作关系奖。
It's a short list of one, but what colour trophy will Truliva and YLab take home? Elettra, share the news.
Truliva and YLab win silver.
恭喜 Truliva 和 YLab 获得这个类别的最高奖银奖。
Next up, we have Best Internal Communications during a Brand Development Project.
接下来要颁发的是品牌发展过程中的最佳内部沟通奖。
It's just Julie's and Superunion for this category. What do they win? Back to you, Elettra.
Julie's and Superunion take home a gold.
恭喜 Julie's 和 Superunion 将金奖带回家。
To support and retain its employees throughout the pandemic, Julie's worked with Superunion on an internal comms program that united people through the power of great snacks. Judges thought the friendly and emotive messaging and well-crafted video helped this strategy achieve great results.
Now, it's time for Best Implementation of a Brand Development Project.
下面让我们看看最佳品牌发展案例实施奖。
Our shortlist reads British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai and JWDK, City with Shift, and World Table Tennis with Superunion. But before we find out who's won what, let's hear from the shortlist. Okay, who's our gold winner, Elettra?
It's bronze for City and Shift.
获得铜奖的是 City 和 Shift。
Silver goes to British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai and JWDK.
银奖的获得者是上海英国商会和 JWDK。
Meaning the gold is awarded to the wonderful World Table Tennis and Superunion.
就意味着获得金奖的是 World Table Tennis 和 Superunion， 恭喜你们！
At the World Table Tennis Championships, Superunion shifted the focus from the game to the ball itself. The shift in perspective allowed its on-site and digital implementation to be engrossing and eye-catching.
Our next award is for the best localization of an international brand.
下一个要颁发的奖项是最佳国际品牌本地化奖。
Fighting it out in this category, we have Discovery Plus and Superunion, Ferrero China and Shiny Bay Design, Moschino with Branding Records, and Wise with Eat Creative. Let's hear from them first. Now, before we announce the results, it's highly commended for Wise and Eat Creative. Many congratulations. Okay, back to you, Elettra, for the rest.
Bronze is awarded to Ferrero China and Shiny Bay Design.
获得铜奖的是 Ferrero China 和 Shiny Bay Design。
Silver is for Discovery Plus and Super Union.
获得银奖的是 Discovery Plus 和 Super Union。
But the gold is won by the brilliant Moschino and Branding Records.
金奖属于 Moschino 和 Branding Records， 恭喜！
To avoid simply cashing in on purchasing around Chinese New Year, Moschino worked with Branding Records to redevelop its brand for young Chinese consumers. The result resonates with Moschino's personality while delivering something disruptive, localized, and inherently cool.
Let's move on to the strategy categories now. And up first in this section is Best Creative Strategy.
让我们移到下一个战略类别奖项。首先，我们要颁发的是最佳创意策略奖。
It's a popular category, actually. Shortlisted, we have the British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai and JWDK, City and Shift, Hotel Garn and Simplicis, Jinjiang Group and Labrand, Julie's and Super Union, Microengine with Hounds Branding Design and Strategy, and Jinchandi with JWDK. Let's hear from those on the shortlist. British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai with JWDK and Jinjiang Group with Labrand both were awarded highly commended. Aletra, reveal the rest of the results in this category.
It's double bronze for City with Shift and Microengine with Hans Branding Design and Strategy.
获得铜奖的有 City 和 Shift， 以及 Microengine 和 House Branding Design and Strategy， 恭喜你们！
Silver is for Julie's and Super Union.
获得银奖的是 Julie's 和 Super Union。
And it's a joint gold for Hotel Gan with Simplices and Sintandi with JWDK.
恭喜 Hotel Garn 和 Simplices 以及新天地和 JWDK 一同揽下金奖。
Simplice delivered a winning creative strategy for Hotel Gan when it focused on the destination's family-owned heritage and Chinese Thai background. Judges praised the sophisticated, unified visual identity and brand experience. Sintandi worked with JWDK to bring the ancient concept of Stonegate architecture to bear in a modern urban setting. One judge described the campaign as a great balance of strategy, design, and execution.
And now it's time for Best Brand Evolution.
下面到了揭晓最佳品牌进化奖的时间。
This award is for brands that move their identity into the future while maintaining links with the past and evolving in a clear and creative way. We have Alfred 24 and Branding Records, British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai and JWDK, EasyLink and Super Union, Jinga and Meta Design China, Maxis with Shift, and Standard Chartered with Lippincott. Let's hear from some of those first. Now, highly commended in this category has been awarded to Alfred 24 with Branding Records and EasyLink and Super Union. But let's hear the rest of the results from Aletra.
Bronze is for both Maxis with Shift and for the British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai with JWDK.
恭喜 Maxis 和 Shift 以及上海英国商会和 JWDK 抱走铜奖。
Silver is for Jing-A and Meta Design China.
获得银奖的是静安和 Meta Design China。
But the gold is going home with Standard Chartered and Lippincott.
恭喜 Standard Chartered 和 Lippincott 荣获金奖。
Lippincott transformed Standard Charter's well-known trust mark into a brand icon, capable of uniting the company across its vast audiences, applications, and locations. One judge called it a thoughtful, elegant brand evolution.
We now turn to the best strategic or creative development of a new brand.
下面我们要颁发的是最佳新品牌策略与创意奖。
Making the shortlist this year, we have Bloom and Branding Records, Fosun International Limited and Science and Empathy Consulting, Josen Hotels and Resorts and Profit, Messy Jeans and Brand in the Black, Omno and Shift, Ringan and Super Union, and Xinchandi and JWTK. Let's hear from those on the shortlist. Now, the judges have awarded highly commended to Bloom with Branding Records and Messy Jeans with Brand in the Black. But let's find out the rest of the results from Elettra.
It's a double bronze for Fosun International Limited with Science and Empathy Consulting and Omno with Shift.
的铜奖的是复兴国际和 Science and Empathy Consulting 以及 Omno 和 Shift。
Silver is for both Sitandi with JWDK and Josen Hotels and Resorts with Profit.
银奖的获得者是新天地和 JWDK 以及 Josen Hotels and Resorts 和 Profit。
And gold is for Ringen and Super Union.
恭喜瑞安和 Super Union 夺得金奖。
Using the concept of being uplifting, Super Union's strategy for financial services brand Ringen literally indicates how good banking practices can lift the weight of customers' shoulders. Judges loved everything about this brand, from the naming to the humor to the link between the visual identity and the brand purpose.
Now, our next category is Best Development of a New Brand within an Existing Brand Portfolio.
接下来是延伸于现有品牌组合中的最佳新品牌发展大奖。
Our shortlist reads as follows. Agoda Company, Bayer Bellarine and YLab, Discovery Plus with Super Union, and Josen Hotels and Resorts with Profit. Let's hear from them first. Okay, Elettra, back to you.
It's bronze for Bayer Bellarine and YLab.
获得铜奖的是 Bayer Bellarine 和 YLab。
Silver goes to Josen Hotels and Resorts and Profit.
银奖属于 Josen Hotel and Resorts 和 Profit。
And it's a double gold for Agoda Company and for Discovery Plus with Super Union.
夺得金奖的有 Agoda Company 以及 Discovery Plus 和 Super Union。 恭喜！
To attract the best in IT talent, travel booking site Agoda developed CodeGoda, a new brand specifically designed for the employer brand audience. Judges thought this in-house creative really hit the mark for the audience and aligned well with the umbrella brand to boot. Congratulations to Discovery Plus and Super Union.
Now, last up in this section, we have the Best Naming Strategy category.
接下来要颁发的是这个奖项类别的最后一个奖项——最佳命名策略奖。
Now, hoping to take home the gold, we've got Beflo and Profit, Beyond Meat and the Silk Initiative, Geometry Health Tech and Brew D, Graphcore and Labrand, Love Andaman and Simplicis, Omno with Shift, and Ringan with Super Union. But before we find out the results, let's hear from those on the shortlist. Highly commended in this category goes to Beflo with Profit, Geometry Health Tech with Brew D, and Graphcore with Labrand. But Elettra, what are the remaining winners taking home?
It's a double bronze for Beyond Meat with the Silk Initiative and Ringen with Superunion.
获得铜奖的有 Beyond Meat 和 The Silk Initiative，以及瑞安和 Superunion。恭喜！
Silver goes to Omno and Shift.
拿到银奖的是 Omno 和 Shift。
But our brilliant gold winner is Love Andaman and Simplicis.
恭喜 Love Andaman 和 Simplicis 获得金奖。
To develop a brand for one of Love Andaman's island destinations, Simplicis infused the place with multiple layers of meaning. Silava was a favorite of judges who thought the naming strategy capitalized on strong storytelling to make an impact.
It's time to reward the best brand development project to reflect a change of mission, values, or positioning.
接下来我们要颁发的是体现品牌使命、价值、定位转变的最佳品牌发展项目奖。
Repositioning its organisation to reflect a new approach to its business, we have Anja Group and Bratus Agency, British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai and JWDK, City and Shift, Jinjiang Group and Labrand, Vantage FX with Profit, and Vietnam Maritime Commercial Joint Stock Bank MSB with Landor and Fitch. Now let's hear from some of those first. Highly commended, we see Jinjiang Group with Labrand and Vietnam Maritime Commercial Joint Stock Bank MSB with Landor and Fitch. Over to you, Elettra, for the rest of the results.
It's bronze for City and Shift.
获得铜奖的是 City 和 Shift。
It's silver for both British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai and JWDK and Vantage FX and Profit.
夺得银奖的有上海英国商会和 JWDK， 以及 Vantage FX 和 Profit。 恭喜你们！
And gold is won by Anja Group and Bratus Agency.
恭喜 Anja Group 和 Bratus Agency 将金奖抱回家。
To redefine its positioning in the Vietnamese real estate market, Anja Group worked with Bratus on a brand infused with momentum and altitude. The new direction is simple, evocative, and clearly delivers on the brand's positioning.
Our next category is Best Brand Consolidation.
下一个奖项是最佳品牌强化奖。
Now, Maxis and Shift made it to the shortlist alone. But what colour trophy have they won?
Maxis and Shift take home gold.
恭喜 Maxis 和 Shift 一举拿下金奖。
Maxis had a sprawling, disunited, and cluttered brand architecture. To bring its many products together and support its audience, it worked with Shift on a brand consolidation, focusing on its products and solution. Judges thought this approach resulted in a stronger, more unified brand.
Okay, our next category is Best Rebrand of a Digital Property.
本类别的最后一个奖项为最佳数字化资产重塑奖。
Now, this award is for the best rebrand across the digital and online assets of an organisation, including its websites and apps. And vying for gold, we have Guangdong Shenling Environmental Systems and Sedgwick Richardson, Microengine and Hounds Branding Design and Strategy, TYM and Emblem, Typhoon Wealth with Sedgwick Richardson, and UOB Asset Management with Shift. Let's hear from the shortlist. TYM and Emblem take home highly commended, but Elettra, over to you.
Bronze is shared between Guangdong Shenling Environmental System with Cedric Richardson and Microengine with Hounds Branding Design and Strategy.
恭喜广东 Shenling Environmental Systems 和 Cedric Richardson 以及 Microengine 和 House Branding Design and Strategy 共同斩获银奖。
It's silver for Typhoon Wealth and Cedric Richardson.
夺得银奖的是 Typhoon Wells 和 Cedric Richardson。
And the gold goes to UOB Asset Management and Shift.
金奖属于 UOB Asset Management 和 Shift。 恭喜！
UOB worked with Shift to bring the concept of digital building blocks to bear in the financial services industry. Judges thought this strategy had a clear impact. One said, "The product experience and visual language are simple and effective. Nicely done."
We're now going to look to see how companies perform within their own sector. To start off, it's best visual identity by a charity, NGO, or not-for-profit.
接下来要颁发的是各行业的最佳视觉识别奖获得者。首先，让我们来看看慈善机构、非政府组织与非营利组织的获奖者。
Shortlisted in this category, we have the British Chamber of Commerce, Shanghai, and JWDK, NUS Giving and Super Union, and the Sailors' Home and Mission to Seafarers and Sedgwick Richardson. Let's hear from them. Electra, tell us, who's won what?
Bronze is for the Sailors' Home and Mission to Seafarers and Sedgwick Richardson.
获得铜奖的是 The Sailors' Homes and Mission to Seafarers 和 Cedric Richardson， 恭喜！
Silver goes to NUS Giving and Super Union.
银奖的获得者是 NUS Giving 和 Super Union。
But our gold winner is British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai and JWDK.
我们的金奖获得者是上海英国商会和 JWDK， 恭喜你们！
To make a long-standing institution relevant and engaging for modern audiences, JWDK crafted a brand design to build connections for the British Chamber of Commerce Shanghai. One judge said, "This is a great piece of work with holistic strategic thinking and thoughtful design."
Now we've got the best visual identity from the energy and utilities sector.
接下来，让我们看看能源与公用事业行业的获奖者。
Shenergy and Siegel & Gale were shortlisted alone in this category, but what did the scores add up to?
Shenergy and Siegel & Gale win gold.
恭喜 Shenergy 和 Siegel & Gale 将金奖抱回家。
State-owned brand Shenergy worked with Siegel & Gale on a simple, visually impactful brand that infuses the visual identity with momentum and energy. It unites the company's purpose with the lives of those it touches.
Let's reveal the winner for best visual identity from the engineering and manufacturing sector.
现在，让我们来揭晓工程制造行业的赢家们。
Hoping to come out on top, we've got Guangdong Shenling Environmental Systems with Sedgwick Richardson and Ray Tools with Hounds Branding Design and Strategy. We're going to hear from some of those first. Okay, back to you, Elettra, for the rest.
Silver goes to Guangdong Shenling Environmental System and Cedric Richardson.
获得银奖的是广东森林 Environmental Systems 和 Cedric Richardson， 恭喜你们！
Meaning it's gold for Ray Tools and Hounds Branding Design and Strategy.
恭喜 Ray Tools 和 House Branding Design and Strategy 夺得金奖。
Laser manufacturer Ray Tools worked with Hounds Branding Design on a visual identity that could bring its products to life in a tangible way. The result is impactful, interactive, and helps the company stand out from the crowd.
Okay, now we have best visual identity from the financial services sector.
接下来我们要颁发的是来自金融服务业的最佳视觉识别奖。
It's another competitive shortlist. Hoping to take home gold, we have City and Shift, Ringen and Super Union, Standard Chartered and Lippincott, Typhoon Wealth and Sedgwick Richardson, Vantage FX with Profit, and Vietnam Maritime Commercial Joint Stock Bank MSB with Landor and Fitch. Let's hear from some of those on the shortlist first. Now, the judges have awarded highly commended for the financial services sector to City with Shift and Vantage FX with Profit. But Elettra, please reveal our bronze, silver and gold winners.
Bronze is for both Vietnam Maritime Commercial Joint Stock Bank with Landor and Fitch and Typhoon Wealth with Cedric Richardson.
斩获铜奖的有 Vietnam Maritime Commercial Joint Stock Bank 和 Landon Fitch，以及 Typhon Wells 和 Cedric Richardson，恭喜你们！
Silver is for Ringan and Super Union.
恭喜瑞安和 Super Union 夺得银奖。
But our wonderful gold winner is Standard Chartered and Lippincott.
恭喜我们的金奖获得者 Standard Chartered 和 Lippincott。
Standard Chartered's brand evolution, crafted by Lippincott, impressed judges for its deceptive simplicity, its flexibility, and its usefulness across the company's sprawling assets. Judges also praised the way subtle changes to the logo added an extra layer of meaning to the brand's digital implementations.
Now, let's move on to the FMCG sector.
让我们来看看快速消费品行业的获奖者。
Julie's and Super Union stood out in this category alone, but did the judges award them with a bronze, a silver, or a gold? Elettra, enlighten us.
Julie's and Super Union scores added up to a gold.
恭喜 Julie's 和 Super Union 一举夺下金奖。
Biscuit brand Julie's worked with Super Union on a visual identity full of color and joy. The strapline, Bridge the World, put snacking at the center of moments of connection, resulting in a more well-loved and prominent brand.
Right, now we have best visual identity from the food and beverage sector.
接着，让我们看看食品饮料行业的最佳视觉识别奖。
Hungry for gold in this category, we have Heineken Asia Pacific and Elmwood Design Singapore, Jing'er and Meta Design China, Ring Road Bakery with Shift, and Wild Honey with Shift. Now, the judges have awarded Ring Road Bakery and Shift with a highly commended, but Elettra, tell us about the rest of the category.
It's bronze for Wild Honey and Shift.
获得铜奖的是 Wild Honey 和 Shift。
Silver goes to Heineken Asia Pacific and Elmwood Design Singapore.
恭喜 Heineken Asia Pacific 和 Elmwood Design Singapore 获得银奖。
And the gold winner tonight is Jing'er and Meta Design China.
金奖属于静安和 Meta Design China， 恭喜你们！
Brewing Jing'er wanted to bring a Beijing sensibility to bear in its effort to redefine the craft brewing industry in China. Meta Design delivered an art-inspired, rich packaging and brand system that achieved just that. One judge called it an extraordinary and bold design concept.
Next up, we have the best visual identity from the healthcare and pharmaceutical sector.
下面是医药保健行业的最佳视觉识别奖。
The shortlist reads like this: Alibaba, Ali Health, and Siegel & Gale, Geometry Health Tech and Brew D, Lifestyles with Shift, and Tangshan Central Hospital with Siegel & Gale. Now, it's a highly commended for Tangshan Central Hospital and Siegel & Gale, but Elettra, who's won the gold?
Bronze goes to Alibaba Ali Health and Siegel & Gale.
获得铜奖的是阿里巴巴阿里健康和 Siegel & Gale。
Silver is won by Lifestyles and Shift.
银奖的获得者是 Lifestyle 和 Shift。
But it's gold for Geometry Health Tech and Brew D.
恭喜 Geometry Health Tech 和 Brew D 将金奖抱回家。
Geometry Health Tech's data-driven purpose was brought to life by Brew D through a symbol-rich brand landscape. Judges loved the minimalism and fluidity at the center of this rebrand. One said, "This is a bang-on strategy."
Okay, let's reveal the result for the lifestyle and wellness sector category.
下面让我们来揭晓健康休闲行业的获奖者。
Our shortlisted companies are Cassart and Siegel & Gale, Chickface and Hounds Branding Design and Strategy, Good Vibes and 1HQ Brand Agency Singapore, and Omno and Shift. Let's hear from some of those first. Chickface and Hounds Branding Design and Strategy have been awarded highly commended. But Elettra, tell us about the rest.
Bronze is for Cassart and Siegel & Gale.
获得铜奖的是 Cassart 和 Siegel & Gale。
Silver is taken home by Omno and Shift.
将银奖带回家的是 Omno 和 Shift， 恭喜你们！
And it's gold for Good Vibes and 1HQ Brand Agency Singapore.
恭喜 Good Vibes 和 1HQ Brand Agency Singapore 获得金奖，恭喜你们！
Good Vibes wanted to do things differently to support women in their journey for sensual liberation. It worked with 1HQ on a personal yet mature brand that resonated with judges and the target audience alike. One judge said, even in a challenging category, it has not lost its sophistication and elegance.
Up next, it's best visual identity from the property, construction and facilities management sector.
现在让我们看看物业与设施管理行业的最佳视觉识别奖。
It's a competitive shortlist and it features Anja Group and Bratus Agency, Hanglong Properties and Landor & Fitch, Hobson Commercial and JWDK, Keppel Land and Sedgwick Richardson, Pacific Care Home with Pinbrand, and Tung Toi with Sedgwick Richardson. Let's hear from the shortlist first. Hanglong Properties with Landor & Fitch and Pacific Care Home with Pinbrand are awarded highly commended. But Elettra, reveal the rest of the winners.
It's a double bronze for Anja Group with Bratus Agency and Keppel Land with Sedgwick Richardson.
恭喜 Andrea Group 和 Bratus Agency 以及 Keppel Land 和 Sedgwick Richardson 一同斩获铜奖，恭喜你们！
It's silver for Trong Thuy and Sedgwick Richardson.
获得银奖的是 Tramfoy 和 Sedgwick Richardson， 恭喜你们！
But the gold winner is Hobson Commercial and JWDK.
金奖的获得者是和生商业和 JWDK。
Mixed-use development Moho by Hobson Commercial brought a contemporary logotype to bear in an urban setting, delivering a rich brand experience. One judge praised the sophisticated thinking and execution.
We'll now turn our focus to the best visual identity from the public sector category.
下一个要揭晓的是公共部门的最佳视觉识别奖。
It's a head-to-head between EasyLink with Superunion and Shanghai Lujiazui Development Group with Landor & Fitch. And I'm going to pass over to Elettra to reveal who's won gold.
It's silver for EasyLink and Superunion,
银奖的获得者是 EasyLink 和 Superunion。
meaning the gold is won by Shanghai Lujiazui Development Group and Landor & Fitch.
恭喜上海陆家嘴 Development Group 和 Landor Fitch 斩获金奖，恭喜你们！
Shanghai Lujiazui Development Group's new Museum of Art Pudong was designed to establish the Pudong district of Shanghai as an iconic global cultural destination. Landor & Fitch created a brand for the museum without a collection, focusing instead on the House of Wonders offered by MAP.
And now it's time for best visual identity from the retail sector.
让我们现在来看看零售行业的获奖者。
Okay, the shortlist reads China Gold and Glory Brand, FIL Gallery with Buy Enjoy Design, and Messy Jeans with Brand in the Black. Elettra, passing back to you.
It's double silver for China Gold with Glory Brand and Messy Jeans with Brand in the Black.
获得银奖的有 China Gold 和 Glory Brand， 以及 Messy Jeans 和 Brand in the Black， 恭喜你们！
And it's gold for FIL Gallery and Buy Enjoy Design.
恭喜 FIL Gallery 和 Buy Enjoy Design 获得金奖，恭喜你们！
Designer Fashion Gallery, FIL, worked with Buy Enjoy to craft a visual identity rich in fashion cues yet inherently simple. It uses thread and stitching devices in creative implementations, resulting in a stunning, modern, and sophisticated brand.
Our next sector is sports, travel, leisure, and tourism.
让我们现在看向体育、旅游、休闲产业的赢者。
A popular category. Shortlisted we have Hotel Garn and Simplicis, Jinjiang Global Innovation Center and Dragon Rouge Branding, Shanghai, Joseon Hotels and Resorts and Profit, Meiton Private Island with Simplicis, and World Table Tennis with Superunion. Now, before we find out the results, let's hear from them first. Right, back to you, Elettra, for the winners.
It's a double bronze for Jinjiang Global Innovation Center with Dragon Rouge Branding and Maton Private Island with Simplicis.
获得铜奖的是晋江 Global Innovation Center 和 Dragon Rouge Branding 上海，以及 Maton Private Island 和 Simplicis。恭喜你们！
Silver is shared between Joseon Hotels and Resorts with Profit and World Table Tennis with Super Union.
银奖的获得者有 Joseon Hotel and Resorts 和 Profit， 以及 World Table Tennis 和 Super Union。恭喜你们！
And the gold award is for Hotel Gan and Simplicis.
拿下金奖的是 Hotel Gan 和 Simplicis。恭喜你们！
Hotel Gan and Simplicis' strategy to bring the heritage of the hotel's founder to life was one that paid off in spades. The result is a rich brand experience that is unified behind a focused strategic idea. I love this, said one judge. It's a lovely and thoughtful creative execution.
Okay, our next category is Best Visual Identity from the Technology, Media and Telecommunications sector.
现在要揭晓的是科技、传媒和电信行业的最佳视觉识别奖。
Hoping to come out on top, we have Longrui Technology and Hounds Branding Design and Strategy, Maxis and Shift, Microengine and Hounds Branding Design and Strategy, My Republic with Super Union, and Telkomsel with Someone in London. Let's hear from the shortlist first. Now, congratulations to Microengine with Hounds Branding Design and Strategy and Telkomsel with Someone. They've both been awarded, highly commended. But Aletra, do us the honours with the rest of the results.
It's a bronze for Longrui Technology and Hans Branding Design and Strategy.
恭喜 Longrui Technology 和 House Branding Design and Strategy 荣获铜奖。
Silver goes to Maxis and Shift,
获得银奖的是 Maxis 和 Shift。
but it's gold for My Republic and Super Union.
恭喜 My Republic 和 Super Union 抱走金奖，恭喜你们！
My Republic needed to capitalize on its underdog mentality to reach its key audience in a competitive sector. Super Union's visual identity was out of this world. Judges loved the playful, human, illustrative style and ownable color palette.
Our final sector category is Best Visual Identity from the Transports and Logistics sector.
最后我们要颁发的是交通运输业的最佳视觉识别奖。
Changan and Siglingale reached the shortlist on their own, but will they win gold? Aletra.
Shangan and Siegel and Gale take home silver.
恭喜长安和 Siegel and Gale 拿下本项的最高奖银奖。
It's now time for our final two awards. First, the Best Overall Visual Identity, and then the Grand Prix. Anyone shortlisted is in the running to take home either of these coveted awards, and the winners will also be invited to join the judging panel for next year's awards program.
现在只剩下本晚的最后两个奖项。首先，我们要颁发的是本年度的全场最佳整体视觉识别奖，然后是我们今年的至尊大奖 Grand Prix。所有被提名的公司都有机会赢得这两个大奖。这两个大奖的获得者将被邀请加入我们下一年度奖项的评审团。
Okay, without hesitation, let's find out this year's Best Overall Visual Identity.
This year's Best Overall Visual Identity winner was the brand that united the past and the present. It combined traditional art and urban culture and built a new experience to redefine its industry. Judges were consistently impressed at the way this unique brand was able to scale and flex across multiple applications without losing its soul. One called it intricate, intriguing, and narrative-driven. I am delighted to announce the 2021 Best Overall Visual Identity winner is Jing A and Meta Design China.
我宣布，2021年度全场最佳整体视觉识别奖的获得者就是静安和 Meta Design China， 祝贺你们！
A huge congratulations. Now, it's time for the final award of the evening, the Grand Prix for the best rebrand, repositioning or brand transformation.
现在到了揭晓我们最后一个奖项的时刻。我们的至尊大奖旨在表彰本年度最佳品牌重塑、转换及品牌之旅。
There's no shortlist, so I'm going to pass back to Elettra to announce the winner.
This corporate brand had a considerable challenge to overcome. It had to retain its existing customers while facilitating growth in a sector reluctant to change. The resulting brand is a deceptive, subtle evolution that judges thought was mature, well executed, and featured an impressive strategy. One judge said this was great work on a very complex brand. The brand has evolved and stepped up. The fantastic 2021 Grand Prix winner is Standard Chartered and Lippincott.
一举拿下我们至尊大奖 Grand Prix 的赢家就是 Standard Chartered 和 Lippincott， 祝贺你们！
And with the final award given, we draw to a close the 2021 Transform Awards Asia. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you to all of you watching. If you want to find out more about our award-winning projects and campaigns, the winner's book is available from the Transform Awards Asia webpage on transformmagazine.net.
颁布了本晚的最后一个奖项，我们今晚的颁奖典礼也进入尾声。祝贺今晚的所有获奖者们，衷心感谢！如果您想了解更多关于我们获奖者作品信息，请前往我们的官网 3w.transformmagazine.net 查看。谢谢。
We hope you have a fantastic evening celebrating your success, and we look forward to seeing you in person, let's hope, next year for the 2022 Transform Awards Asia. Please remember to hashtag Transform Awards in your posts online. We'd love to see them. And thank you again for watching, and more importantly, congratulations from all of us at Transform Magazine.